Hey, friends, I want to thank you for listening once again. And in the spirit of transparency, I want to tell you how I am making these podcasts. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's literally the easiest way that I found that I can make a podcast. It's free. And the app actually comes with tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast from your phone or your computer. They distribute your podcast for you. Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts get your actual audio, and you don't have to do anything. That's beautiful. You can make money from it. There's no minimum listenership that you have to have in order to be able to create income from this podcast. It's literally everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So you just have to download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hey friends, it's Dr. Erica Jones with the Art of Transition podcast. You know how we do. We let our guests introduce themselves. I've got somebody you definitely need to get to know. Go ahead and tell the people who you are.
Hello, world. My name is Nikema Shannon. I am the CEO and editor-in-chief of New York's first BIPOC LGBTQA humanitarian digital magazine named Color Magazine. We've been in business for 4 years, starting in May 2017. Just a little background on how we got here. So I have a friend of mine. She's a film director, very famous. Actually, just released her film last night on HBO. Shout out to her. Yeah, we were just at Tribeca Film Festival on Thursday with John Legend's publishing company, and it was just a great time. And her first film, The Same Difference, if anyone's ever heard of it, Nick Onara, I was her director's assistant. And I worked with her for like 2 years. And once I realized how big our community was between the lesbians and the gays and like how we stick together, there's money in this market. But we usually would have to wait to see like if we can get into Essence or Vogue or Ebony, no shade to them.
Right.
But we needed our own platform. We needed somewhere where we could say, I open up this magazine and I see myself and I feel like, okay, I want to be a rapper. I want to be an artist. I want to be a makeup artist. I want to be these people and know that there are people doing just what you're doing right now and they can be seen without having to worry about being waited on to like be seen. So we wanted to create a platform in which you can see yourself and feel like I can keep pushing on. This is possible. Nothing's impossible. People needed to see themselves in order to keep being these great people that they are. So that's how Color Magazine came about a little bit.
You are doing some big things up there in New York. Man, like, how did you find the courage to just do something that you had never seen before? Was it just...
It was just kind of like, believe it or not, like, you know, my friend has been in the industry for so long and she's always dragged me along with her on like TV shows. And like when she worked for Viacom, BET, she would always say, you have the personality for like TV. You should get into TV and film. And I was like, it's a little bit too much, too long days, just a lot going on. And I enjoyed the time I had with her, but I noticed that I also, as a journalist, I used to write, you know, poetry. I used to write music for some of the greatest artists right now, ghostwriting. I have a lot of, you know, like background. So I was just kind of like, how am I going to put all this together to make a business that brings out all of my talents and I can help people at the same time? So then my friend was like, okay, you have the personality, you have the journalism, you know, you can just get the LLC, you can find people to help you fund your business. Why don't you do a magazine? And I was like, a magazine, that's gonna be a lot of, you know, like, you know, licensing and all this, that, and the third. And then once I did my research and found out like it's not that hard, it's just a matter of staying on top of your paperwork, making sure everything is incorporated and that no one can take your name and you're like off to I took a chance on it. I took a chance on our people. I took a chance on us. I took a chance on my future kids. And, you know, I just took a chance on the youth. They need to see this. Like, I was like, let's do this.
Sure. You said a mouthful. Then it's if for nothing else, but for the people that are going to have to come behind us and see that we were making moves.
Right.
We were building businesses. We were making connections. Like, and there was that sense of unity and of pride Like we're in the middle of June right now, and it's just one of those things that even for brown people, a lot of times you see ads and they may celebrate pride, but it's like, well, where are the brown people? So I really appreciate the spotlight that you're putting on entrepreneurs, artists, and just, people who want to create something for themselves or for the community, for their family. It's for the greater good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like when you think about, how you decided to develop a magazine, how you decided to, just put the spotlight on different people, what are some of the major resources that kind of helped you figure out, do the research in terms of how to build a magazine, an LLC, and how to reach out to folks?
Once again, I was blessed enough to have a lot of friends in the industry. So I had a lot of help. I knew lawyers, I knew entertainment lawyers, I know directors, I know, musicians. I knew people like pretty much in almost every aspect of doing a business. Mm-hmm. So I kind of just reached out to them and I was like, hey, I want to start this magazine. What do I need first? Like, what should I cover my bases on? And people were very helpful and they were like, oh my God, congratulations. Welcome to the entrepreneur world. Like, this is what you need to do first. And, you need to get your LLC on point and make sure you incorporate and trademark your logos and make sure that everything is intellectual. Anything that you put out there in the world, you need to stamp your name on it to make sure that no one steals it. Make sure you have your papers in order. People were very I was very surprised at how giving everyone was. But I think, when people know your potential, they're willing to get you there. Like, they're like, okay, what do you need from me? Like, what resources did you need? Like, if I don't have it, I'll tell my friends who have it. So I was very lucky to have a lot of people that were willing to give what needed to be, taught for me to do this the right way. So I lucked out. I had a very good team. And to this day, people still come to me and like, hey, what are you doing? I want to, help you with this. I want to do that. Like this. And some wonderful organizations have stepped forward and want to help us in the process of getting Color Magazine to be a paid platform and also do a hard copy of the magazine. So there's a lot of stuff coming up in the future. I just think personal relationships are important in this business. And I've always been big on keeping my personal relationships tight. So it's worked out for me in the long run. So everyone has kind of been very receptive, and anything I need, I usually can just reach out to any of my friends, and there's no question.
Man, that just speaks to who you are and what you've already poured into those relationships and into those people. The fact that they believe in you so much that it's like, hey, let me help you. Like,
right.
You don't even have to, ask, because people really just treasure you.
Right.
They treasure your energy and what you've already put out just on a personal level. So that speaks volumes right there.
Yes, very lucky I am.
So for the future, in terms of just, putting people in the spotlight and networking and helping individuals, what are you looking forward to in terms of the rest of 2021, in terms of 2022, in terms of events? The world is opening back up and covering different events. What are you most looking forward to?
So I'm really looking forward to our conference that we're doing for first-time entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs that want to excel in the level at which they're running their business. So I'm very excited about it because being that we've been in business for 4 or 5 years, we decided, a couple of friends of ours, we would do it called a business collective. My business does one thing, another person's business does another, but we all come together and we talk about what we learned in this industry so far and how to make your next step or your first step or transitioning from one industry to the other. We want to help with all of that because we knew what it was like to have $50 in your account and you need $300 for your license. So we just want to help people down the line learn how to get where you need to go, and don't be afraid to ask, and open up that book and start talking to people that you haven't talked to in a while. Reestablish those relationships. We want to give people the courage to step out on a limb, because being safe is not always comfortable and it's not going to make you happy. So most of us fear change, and
Yeah.
that's cool. It's very cool, but we want to give you the steps to say, hey, you can do it. And if you fail, you better had tried than not tried at all, you know. So looking forward to the conference in October. It'll be October 22nd through 24th. Look forward to that on the Color Mag page. We'll be, you know, helping people out with that, and then also in the future actually doing fundraising for a mentorship for youth of color that are LGBT. We want to do a mentorship to teach them the hard and soft skills to gain jobs in TV, film, media
Yes.
journalism. Yeah, we're building that program right now. We're going to match people to like mentors who are in the industry, some who are like walking through the industry and they're right now. We're not going to all have like all celebrities. They're going to be people that are at their level or above or below, and they learn from each other. Where the system is, you teach me something, I teach you something. We both get where we need to go. You get certified, and I want to be able to have businesses. I can say, hey, this student graduated from our, you know, mentorship, and they are capable of taking this job. And because a lot of people are scared to apply to these jobs because they feel like they're unqualified. They don't have the skills for it. They don't have the certifications. We want to get people past the point where they're staring at the screen and saying, one day I want to be that, and getting them to the job, you know?
Exactly. Like just feeling confident about clicking that. Yep, I know how to do this. Yep, I've
Right.
learned about this. I heard
Right.
about this. And
Right.
really feeling like, yeah, I can do this. And I love that message. I love, you know, what you guys are doing. So for people who want to get involved in a conference, how do they do so? How do they find out more details?
Yeah, so they can go on our Instagram. It's under our name, Color Mag, CULOURMAG. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We have a TikTok, which we're not operating right now, but we're building all the pages up. So as it gets closer to July after Pride, because we have a Pride edition out right now. We don't want to coincide with the two events at the same time.
Right.
Next month, we'll start posting the flyer for the conference. I want it to be absolutely free, so money is not a reason why you can't come and learn. The conference will be absolutely not out of pocket. As long as you have the link, you can come in. It's going to be a weekend of like 2 days. We're going to have all kinds of conversations. So it'll pop up on the Instagram or the Facebook or, you know, Eventbrite. You just type in our name and the event will be there as of July 1st. We should be able to post it out.
I cannot wait.
Yes.
I can't even imagine how many people you're going to inspire just, you know, by having this event and just by doing the collaborations and working together to just produce something for the community, and people can tap in anywhere, you know. I've been watching you and noticing that you're building more collaborations. I think I saw that you're doing some collaborations with Create Over Dating app as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, so one of our our newest clients, Be True, Be You, dating service, came to us because we also offer promotions. We do digital promotions across Facebook, our Instagram, and our website, and we do it on our editions. So with that being said, this company came to us and said, hey, I like your platform, I like what you're doing, and we but we are a dating site that caters specifically to African American women who are out and want to meet other professional or, you know, find that love that they're looking for. And you know me, I'm all about humanitarian. So I'm like, hey, you know, let's jump on this train. What do you want to do? What do you need? Here's the platform. You have the website, you have the magazine itself, and you have all the social media. We're going to do this for, I think they're on board with us for at least the next year. So you'll see a lot of them coming up.
Nice. I'm excited.
Yes.
As far as that partnership, that collaboration is concerned, I can't wait to see what comes of that, and I can't wait to see more of that. As we start to wrap up our interview, can you think about any specific resources or the major resource that you used outside of your connections just to kind of help you build your platform, or just to kind of help you think through some of the problems that you started to develop when you were building a business?
I have to think. So there were a few things that I did. So a very good source if you're ever thinking about starting a business and you need to know the ins and outs, the taxes, S corp, L corp, LLC, nonprofit. A very good company that helped me walk through all my licensing and making sure that trademarks and copyrights were done correctly. They have a company called Inc Authority, INC Authority. They're very good. Their lawyers are like, you can talk to them for free for like 30 minutes, and then they'll just run through like what's the tax brackets, what you should incorporate yourself as, what needs to be copyrighted versus trademark. They run through the whole thing. I think they're a very good company for like first time people who don't know all the lingo. They are
Right.
perfect. They are very
Nice.
perfect. They break it down to layman terms. They even email you everything digitally so that you can kind of read it for yourself. You can do a Google search on it. I think that's a very good source of where you need to start, how much things cost, and just like for the long run, is this something you want to do before you get into it? I think that's one of the greatest resources that ever came to me, because I still learn from them even 5 years later now.
Wow. And you've kept that relationship. So they must
Yeah.
be doing something right.
Right. They love me. They're always calling me. They're like, "Hey, do you need anything else? You want to upgrade?" I'm like, not right now, but in the future I'm gonna have to. But they're very good. They genuinely care. They keep up on your paperwork. If something's missing or they have an idea, they always email you. So like, I love those people because they look out for me.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So one more time for the listeners, it's Inc. Incorporated.
There's Inc Authority,
Inc.
INC
Authority.
Authority. Inc Authority is a very good place for all your legal stuff. They have very good lawyers. They're 24/7, and they can do anything all the way to finding a name, everything. They do it all. Like, they walk you through the whole process.
Got Inc. Authority. I got
Yes.
it now. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for that gem that you shared. And I can't wait to see what you got coming up next. And happy Pride.
Happy Pride to you. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so excited about this interview.
For sure. For sure. For people who need to know where to find you, you dropped the Color Mag Instagram. You said you guys are also on YouTube as well, right?
Yes. So every platform, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We actually have a TikTok, and we have a couple of apps. But as soon as you type in Color Mag, CULOURMAG, it'll pop up all the platforms we're listed on right now. So we're everywhere, pretty much. And our email is colormag@gmail.com if you want to reach out, inquire about being a host, or inquiring about being, do your advertisements there, or whatever you want to do. If you want to be featured, feel free to shout us out. We are always looking for great people of color, the LGBT, even allies. We take them as well. So just shoot a text to us. Let us know what you want to do, and we're here. I'm excited about like all the people we will meet.
For sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. This is the best. I'm so excited.
Me too.